Dear future husband, I really need to stop waiting last minute to record this love letters to you. I'm gonna try and plan them out a little bit better so that I'm not doing these last minute. Anyways, babe, how are you? How are you doing? Are you alright? Doing okay? Today's love letter is actually slightly different because I wanted to actually just share with you some of the writing that I've been doing and maybe get your opinion and hear what you think about it. And so there's two pieces that I'm actually going to share with you today. I've already performed it. I think subsequently you're going to be the first person to hear it. You're going to get a chance to hear it first, and before I actually perform it live, because obviously I value your opinion, babe. I mean, you are my future husband, right? Okay. So these two pieces I actually performed a couple of years ago, and the first piece is called Goddess, and actually has a very, very special dedication, which was just for that night when I performed the piece. So I'd like to also share with you the dedication with a few changes and things like that. So here we go. Obviously it's dedicated because it is called Goddess. This is a dedication to all the women in my life and one day our lives. This dedication is split 7 ways. That's a Harry Potter reference. Just saying. This dedication is split 7 ways to all the trans women, and especially to the local trans women, and especially to Mira. I don't know you, but my heart breaks more and more as I find out the things you go through, the things you've gone through, and the things you will go through. You don't deserve any of it. Thank you for living your most authentic lives because you give us all a chance to live a more authentic lives. Thank you. Tonight, I honor you and your legacies. To Tashina, my beautiful, brilliant sister, my only hope is the world values you not just for the beauty that you have in abundance, but for the heart, the wit, and the brilliance that lies within. Tonight, I honor you, my Paravatai. To my amazing mother, you raised us all, and to this day, you continue to build an empire for both of us. Ma, tonight your son honors you in your love. To my grandmothers, both maternal and paternal, you gave up so much that your kids and grandkids could have so much more. I stand here today with all the privilege because of your sacrifices. Tonight your grandson honors both of you. To my future daughters, my only hope for you is to grow up in a world that allows you to shine bright and own your truth. I'm doing everything I can to create such a reality for both of you. You deserve nothing less. Tonight, your Appa honors you. So that's the little dedication before the Goddess piece. What's interesting is that obviously I'm sharing it with you, so technically they're not my future daughters, they're our future daughters. Just saying. And knowing the energy that I bring into the world and knowing the energy that you will bring into the world, I look forward to the reality we'll create for our girls, and our sons, things like that. Okay, so the piece is called Goddess. She wished for the world and she got it. This isn't some cautionary tale, no boy meets girl and falls in love bullshit, no prince to save the princess fantasy. This was a girl who chose to go out into the world as she was. No makeup, no filters, no censoring, no pretending. She owned her truth and was authentically her. She would not shrink herself. She would not hide her brilliant mind. She would not hide her battle scars. She would not dim her light. She would not blend into the background. She was loud and unapologetic with who she was. She was kind and also caring. She was a champion for equality. She was patient and yet got upset when it mattered. She was an angel manifested in human form. She was the divine feminine in physical manifestation. She was a queen of color in all things beautiful. She was a boss. She decided early on that her fate was her own. She would not depend on the stars or a man. Heck, she didn't even know she wanted a man or liked a man. Her sexuality and gender was but a shade of her many various hues. And if the constellations tried to stop her, she vowed to rise up to the heavens and crush them herself. She would do great things, and she made sure she did. For she was determined to live a life that made her happy. A life that felt like magic. A life soaring with laughter and smiles. A life with fulfilling, meaningful work that was abundant and generous. A life she loved. A life worth living. A life that meant something to her, not anyone else. not her parents, not society, not the world. For her, she was a goddess of color. So that was actually the first piece called Goddess. And the second piece, which is also what I did, the second piece is kind of cute because it's actually about both of us. It's called We Could Meet. I am going to publish a written piece of that as part of the We Could Meet series. Once that's up, I'll put a link to that down below so you can read it. But for a spoken words perspective today, it's called Hello. We could meet a few times. I recognize you, you recognize me, but it is faint recognition, a memory, one that doesn't make sense. It just exists. We meet, but we don't meet. There's no real interaction. It's just glances, curiosity, fascination, a slight quickening of the heart, a vague sense of deja vu, a memory that's hard to find. The spark is there. There is a connection, but what is it? Who are you? How do I know you? Where does this feeling come from? A cracking of minds, it doesn't make sense. Or does it? When we finally speak, it's like we've met 100 times over. Maybe just not in this lifetime. It's history repeating itself, souls coming together as one. Suddenly, all the memories make sense. This is why you're so familiar. My soulmate, twin flame, partner, future husband. Suddenly, all the moments make sense. Like a cascading waterfall, it will all come together. Hello. So yeah, that's the second piece, Wave. I hope you liked it. I'd love to know, what do you think about it? And if you are actually watching this on YouTube, give it a thumbs up. I mean, you love me, right? And share it with others who would love words like this and who needs things like this. And subscribe. I mean, come on, you're my babe, right? Subscribe, baby. Subscribe. Anyway, Sam, I love you so much. I cannot wait to finally meet you. I cannot wait to say hello. So I'm going to try, share with you some of my writing pieces and spoken word pieces, especially if I can do it before I actually do it live. Like, I want you to be my first audience. You know what I mean, babe? Anyway, Sam, I love you. It's getting late. I'm pretty sure they're going to chase me out of here. I rushed and got here in time. I love you so much, and until next week. Bye.